Welcome, Raptors. This is Binarai. Here for another Raptoreum update weekly on the 23rd of June 2024. Let's go. How you doing, Villain, Ryera, Budweiser, Tenacious D, Lombard T, Colby, Toy, Azorian, Homegrown, and Todd the Bot. What's up, guys? We got Z, we got X-Ray, we got J, Tube and Jar. How you doing, Jeff? Thanks for everything, Jeff Starlipper. Share the stream. Remember, guys, make sure you're at our Discord. The link's at the top right of the stream. That is discord.gg/Raptoreum. Head over to the stream party chat. That's where the rain happens. Hey Hunter, how you doing, man? just about another 10 minutes now. We'll get started with the update stream. And we'll see yous online. Keep sharing the stream, guys. Share to your friends, share to your family. This is Raptoreum. Be sure to follow us at Raptoreum, at X, at Instagram, at Threads. We're also on TikTok at Official Raptoreum. Give this stream a like as well. Click the little bell to be kept up to date with any new videos. Raptoreum never sleeps. Cheers, man. We're almost there now. Hey, we got ZPwRYET. How you doing, man? Oh yeah, I forgot you went to the UK. All right, all right. How you doing, guys?
Doing well, yourself?
Extremely hot. Very hot.
Very hot here as well.
Is it?
Yeah, it was 104 real feel today.
Oh, right.
Below 57, about 36 Celsius for all those Europeans.
Yeah. And it's hot every day where you live. Is that right, Alejandro? Yeah. We're complaining about the heat, but we shouldn't be saying anything really.
Here they got a little winter, but it's only like 2 months on this city. Yes, but it's never like your weather over there.
No. Well, yeah, been suffering today. Also, the other day my fuel pump died on my car.
Oh,
and
no.
So I fitted a new fuel pump, and I went to get a Chinese meal, and it was great. I was driving there, and then got my meal, and then on the way back, my car died, so I had to pull over, and I took the new fuel pump off, and one of the fuel pipes had just exploded inside the actual sender unit. Yeah, so it wasn't sucking up any fuel. So I've been dealing with that today as well in the heat.
That does not sound like fun.
No, not really. I'm not going to put it down to my malpractice of fitting a fuel pump. It's not my fault, definitely not. But anyway, yes, that's what I've been doing today. How have you been? What have you been up to?
hanging out Discord,
The usual.
doing else, yeah, usual stuff.
Do you know what? These Raptoreum tops are so hot as well, aren't they? I've just
Yeah,
I've just taken a big baggy t-shirt off to put this on, and I must have gone up 3 degrees just by wearing this.
I feel like
Well, I'm gonna get this on this week. They
Oh,
make
yeah?
me pay taxes.
Well, you had to
pay
pay
tax on it?
taxes. I thought you wasn't. I thought you didn't need to.
Yeah. Well, I didn't need to, but and then I finally get a warning on my email that says that to release the package, I have to pay. I pay like $13, $12 or something like that.
$12, but I only put $10 as the value.
Yeah, but they here in Brazil they are crazy.
They don't believe you.
It's supposed to be that everything is below $50, you don't pay taxes, but
Yeah, there's something going on.
anyway,
There.
they charge it. Yes,
That's no good.
they
is
get the money. They need money all the time, so
yeah.
it's very difficult.
Also, I noticed
It's okay.
I noticed a message on the Spanish Facebook page. Was that a genuine message from the AI? Did you see that? About how
Well,
the semi closed part of the account or something like that, because they thought it was a copy, or you were imitating somebody else.
Yes, I sent today. I'm testing some campaigns, and today they told me something about it, but I just closed the campaign and I'm making other one because I'm doing some tests. So they say to me today, "Oh, we cannot publish this," and blah blah blah. But it's okay.
Is that sorted now?
Yes, I'm testing. I'm getting good results of what I'm testing. So when the assets comes out, I can put a campaign to Argentina. That will be great.
Okay, brilliant.
And when we have the community page that ready to roll on, that we got some things to fix because we couldn't find an answer for something there. And then when we have it ready, we can publish it in Argentina or other country. That will be great.
Gotcha. Brilliant. All right. Thanks, Alejandro. Let's get started with the update. As you can see, David's not here at the moment. He's still recovering from his last trip, which he's just returned from. And Charlie's not here either. He's dealing with some family things. So you're stuck with the three of us at the moment. And if you don't like that, then you're just going to have to wait. There's been lots of work on various written announcements for the upcoming Raptoreum assets release, including press release, blog posts, and other pieces as well. So, we're prepared and we're close to being on the button for when that fires out. There's been also lots of work from Alejandro on promos and planning for the release, involving the costings and services offered by some of the promo companies on our list, along with the flexibility of actual release. So we're close to getting that list finalized, and then we can work on a final plan of action. So it's very close on that. So a big thank you to Alejandro for chipping in with that. Zlata has also been tasked with the release art, in line with her proposed branding for all of the areas we're pushing for assets as well. So she's already pushed maybe 10-15 banners that we've been using for generic things, and that's going to be the branding that's carried through for the assets, for the new posts and things as well that's going out that we're planning. As you know, David also went away on a little secret mission. It was actually to Soulmate City Nights rooftop rendezvous. That was in Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia, and he met 50 plus people from exchanges to projects. So he's now off and busy following up all of those new contacts that he's got, including CMC and Ascendex and a few others as well. And he was also speaking with the main guy for blockchain in Hong Kong. That was the image of him around the table with those having some drinks. David hasn't been out for about 4 years. I was just talking to him earlier, so it was a bit of quite a lot for him to go out and do all of that, especially after he hasn't been very well recently, you know. So yeah, so it's nice for David to get out and about and do those sorts of things, you know. Another take home from Kuala Lumpur was several invitations to speak at Web3 Carnival in BKK and possibly India as well. So we'll see about that. Charlie has been working on hardening the Artera bridge and the code as well, and the ownership is being transferred over to Charlie from the devs that created the bridge, including Blaze and Bertrand and Katia as well. So that's almost ready. It should be completed this coming week actually. Charlie's also getting to work on thorough RTM assets instructions for our document site. A bit like what he's done already with the other instructions and things like that, but it's going to be a lot more in depth on how to, you know, create your assets and your sub assets and things like that on there, and transactability as well. So it's just going to complement what's there, and it's going to be updated based on the new wallet design as well that Mancini and Slatter have been working on. So I assume that he's not just got to create all the instructions for the assets, he's also got to update all of the other stuff as well because of the new wallet design. He hasn't got to do everything, but he's just got to probably replace some of the imaging because that's going to confuse people. So yeah, he's got his work cut out. And we are extremely pleased to say that we are going to be attending Token 2049 in Singapore in September. So there's going to be myself, there's going to be David, another little holiday for David, getting him out of the house, and there's also going to be the Baguette Nibbler, also known as Fabrice Crew as well. So we are going to be shouting the rooftops about Raptoreum assets, do a bit of networking and guerrilla marketing. We'll be taking some merch with us as well. It's probably going to be some key rings and things, or key fobs as the Smith likes to call them. I want to try and get as much merch as we can with the weight restriction. So I'm going to probably take as less clothes as I can, but as much merch as possible to try and get Raptoreum in as many people's hands as we can, you know. So yeah, I'm going to try and keep the merch small. I'm not going to take a ruck of t-shirts or anything like that. I could take lots of pairs of socks. Customs might think I'm a bit strange for having so many socks. Yeah, but anyway, so that's really exciting. We've been planning that journey, you know, and where we're staying and the tickets and all that sort of stuff. So, you know, we've got to do these things to really get the Raptoreum name out there. And also, let's not forget that Token 2049 is the biggest cryptocurrency conference. We know we're not faffing about with the small ones, you know. We're going for the big one. I also want to say a big thanks to Scherm and Jeff Starlipper as well for running the trivia nights on the Thursday. I did say that I wasn't going to do that until I'd finished all the work that needed to be done for the assets release. So yeah, cheers guys, thanks for that. I know Jeff's been putting up the Raptoreum coins that go towards that for the community as well. So cheers, Jeff. In terms of myself, over the last week, I have been doing pretty much nothing but writing the new white paper for assets. There's been a lot of work involved in that, and I am nearing the end of it now. I'm probably on the last few pages of it. There's a few tweaks and things that Charlie's been helping me with, but it's it's quite a lengthy thing, and I wanted to do it properly. So, and it was one of the main things that I was worried about getting done, ready for the assets release as well. So yeah, that's almost completed now. Like I say, just a few more pages left, and that'll be done, and then that can be added to the doc site. That's the reason why the white paper that's on the doc site right now wasn't updated, because we knew that we were going to have to rewrite it anyway. So yeah, so that'll be a full set of papers then that'll be on there. I might need to tweak some of the other papers as well based on the new release, but at least the main assets one is done, dusted, and out the way for you, and for you all to see. And I hope you enjoy it when you read it. Alejandro, how are you, and what have you been doing?
Well, guys, very well. I've been working this week testing promotions and testing things on social networks for the assets release, and I've been working, like you say, in ads company for crypto projects. Been looking for prices, way to make campaigns, and how difficult they are and how good they are. So I've been working with that, and the rest of that I've been working with some things for the community that we haven't finished for the place, and this community place we are making Sonar Raptor. I haven't finished. I think I was finished, but we find some crazy things around there, so I still have to keep an eye on that. And that's it. I'm being a busy week, having a busy week.
Excellent. And Scherm, how are you in the Discord community? I know I haven't been on there very much recently, but I've been so busy with all of this stuff. It's
yeah, I mean, everybody, of course, not seeing you around and doing both trivias and all that. But I mean, everybody's been good. I mean, everybody's trying to stay cool. It's been obviously a heat wave over here in the U.S. and a lot of people turning their miners off to try and stay cool. And it seems like the EU is pretty warm as well. But I mean, everybody's been still testing away for the assets, and very much anticipating the asset release, and getting very excited that it's getting very close now.
Yeah,
can't wait.
Sure. And in regards to the assets, I think it's important to understand how these assets can be utilized to enhance various sectors and applications. And so I think I'm gonna talk a bit about that. Actually, that might be valuable. I think let's start with what are Raptoreum assets. Raptoreum assets are digital tokens that can be created and managed on the Raptoreum blockchain. They're similar to tokens on other blockchains, but the Raptoreum tokens come with unique features and benefits that make them versatile and powerful. Some use cases that you could think about is you could think about the standard things that on other blockchains, such as token creation and NFTs. You see, one of the primary uses of Raptoreum assets is the creation of tokens and non-fungible tokens, also known as NFTs. These can represent anything from like digital art to in-game items, and they provide a way for Nicky token he's just posted Yeah, you can create those, bro. They can provide a way for creators to monetize their work and for users to own unique digital items as well. Another thing that David has talked a lot about, especially with a lot of the businesses that are interested in getting on board with us, especially some of the ones that are local to him, such as the coffee growers and things, is the traceability and the supply chain management. You see, Raptoreum assets can be used to track products through their lifestyle. For example, like what can I say? A product can have its quality information updated at each stage of its production with updatable assets. This ensures like traceability and also transparency as well. It's useful in industries like anything in manufacturing or logistics. Then you've got another thing where you could talk about the gaming aspect of it as well. Like in the gaming world, Raptoreum assets can represent gaming licenses, and I've mentioned this a lot as well, where you could trade games and have them connected to an asset, where you would connect your PC to the wallet. It would detect what assets you've got, and there's your license for the game. In-game items as well, and even achievements. It allows for the transfer and the sale of digital goods, and it's secure and verifiable as well, similar to how physical copies on CDs were traded in the past. And I believe that this is something that the gaming industry is missing with its digital games, because they can't be transferred, whereas in this regard they would be able to, and it'd be exactly the same as back in the day, but obviously a much more futuristic way of doing it. Then there's the whole DeFi aspect of it all. Raptoreum assets could facilitate various DeFi applications, such as ICOs and like tokenized participation in like cloud mining. It opens up new avenues for fundraising and investment, and it makes it easier for projects to gain support and for investors to participate in various ventures. Something I'm quite excited about as well is being able to have assets to assign special roles, like on the Discord, things like that. If we could connect that to the way Stacy works, that Tree has created, or even rewards within social media platforms and online communities. Like what good example? What's a good example? Like a Discord server could use Raptoreum assets to gain exclusive access or privileges to certain members, which can enhance community engagement and loyalty. What else can I think about? You could use it for proof of reserves and financial transparency as well. You could publish on-chain balance data via assets. I know that there's been people in the past that me and the Baguette Nibbler have spoken to, who have been interested in this aspect of blockchain, if we could provide a solution in that regard. And with the upcoming assets code, we can provide a real proof of reserves for projects. I think it's a more transparent and reliable method compared to traditional centralized systems. And this is why people are interested in getting that done, because it reduces the risk of fraud and manipulation. Yeah, that's right, Fabrice. Streamlining data of the transactions done on exchange for transparency. Exactly. So as we prepare for the mainnet release, we're all working really hard to ensure that the ecosystem it's ready to support these assets on a global scale. We are building our infrastructure. We're improving our wallet services, as the devs have been showing you, and we are ramping up our marketing efforts to ensure hopefully a successful launch. So to conclude, the release of Raptoreum assets on mainnet, I believe, is set to revolutionize how we interact with digital tokens and blockchain technology. From enhancing transparency in supply chains, as I've just talked about, to creating opportunities in gaming and DeFi. If you think of the amount of projects in the token world that are out there that can now hop onto the Raptoreum network, I could talk about it all day. So I'm really excited to see how you, the community, and all the developers out there in the world will use these assets to build cool things and to, really drive the future of blockchain technology. And when I say future of blockchain technology, I'm talking about the DeFi that's built in a way that hasn't been done before, and that is UTXO DeFi. Forget ordinals, forget runes, and all that bullshit. This is how it's supposed to be done, and that's why I'm excited. So I'm going to take some questions from the community while I'm here. Okay, let's have a look on the YouTube. So ZPwRYET went to the UK. Yeah, it was hot, bro. It was hot. Well, actually, you got back home yesterday evening. I don't think it was that hot yesterday.
It's hot right now.
It's hotter today. Effie is saying, who else is busy playing Elden Ring? Are you playing Elden Ring, Scherm? Alejandro? No. Tube and Jars saying new wallets are exciting. They are. The new design is even more exciting. All right, that's about it for the YouTube. Let's get over to the stream party chat, see what's been said. Tube and Jars saying, where can you get official merch? I mean, buy online. If you if you go to you're on the Discord now, right? If you go to, I think it's in information, isn't it? Is it? Yeah, if you go to information on the Discord and then scroll down to community stores and products, and there's a store there saying raptorium.myshopify.com, and that's run by Santos and Zlata, and you can buy some merch on there as well. Some nice things on there. Also, Hawk Mining has got a few polo shirts and t-shirts and things on there with a couple of different designs for both ladies and gentlemen. So you can go and check that out at hawkmining.com. Is it Scherm as well? Possibly .io or .com.
What do they have on those?
Something like that. I did see someone the other day with one of those, actually. Looked pretty cool. Yeah. Okay, what else is there? Pepe is saying, it seems like you're making a new website. Yes, there's a guy that's working on the new website, which is pretty cool. Can you tell us if it will be launched at the same time as assets on mainnet? No chance. It's not going to be launched at the same time. The new website is it's hard to call it a website. It's an experience. That's all I can say. It's it's unlike anything you've seen in terms of a website ever before. It's really cool, but there's still a lot of work to do. He has been making a lot of progress over the last week or two with extra aspects of it completed, but I don't believe that that's going to be completed ready for mainnet assets launch. But there is another team that you don't know about that is actually working on another website, and that looks cool. Looks better than the website that we've got, and we are hopefully going to be launching with that new one. So yes, so to answer your question, yes, fingers crossed, we're going to be launching with a new website, but not the website of all websites. Not that one. That's coming soon. Is already saying EU is warm, but Journey has been a rain hole. I wouldn't mind visiting Germany today, bro. All right, okay. Launching from a special location. What part of launch are you on about, Fabrice? HNS is asking, what is left to test on testnet before assets go live? I mean, last week we were talking about just testing all the little things on the wallet, just make sure it's all working. I know that there's been a lot of people saying it's working fantastic, it's working brilliantly, but there are, or possibly is, a few things that need a little tweak here and there. You know what we're like, we like to get it right. We like to make sure it's all good. So, if there is anything, then great. And if there's not, then great. Zoran is saying, any exchanges coming up this year? I mean, yes. That's all I'm saying to that. The Big Nibble is saying, mainnet assets release. Launching maybe from a special location, mainnet asset release. What ideas have you got, Mr. Baguette? What special location are you on about? Or are you saying special location because you don't want to say? I don't know. Yeah, but we've already mentioned that about going to Singapore. I don't think we're going to be launching assets while we're in Singapore. I mean, that's like middle of September sometime, isn't it? I would like to see assets sooner than that. All right. Okay, we are half past the hour right now. And we do have a CryptoSmith stream coming up very shortly, so don't go anywhere. Is already saying, what is after assets? After assets, the immediate, well, not immediate, but the next release is decoupling, and also the smart contracting work. I know that there's been a lot of that's already been under development behind the scenes, so especially in terms of decoupling, so That's going to be the next thing, and that's going to be the scalability as well, and what's going to really grow things quickly and allow a lot more throughput through the protocol. Okay, yeah, so like I was saying, the CryptoSmith stream is coming up very shortly. I'm going to give it until 20 to the hour. I just want to say a big thank you to you all for watching us. I know there's a bit of a different lineup today due to Charlie and David not being here, but I hope we've given you a weekly update that was all right. Yeah, Smith is imminent. Cheers, guys.
Thanks, everybody. Cheers.
I'm living my nightmare. It's in my head. I'm out of air. Hela späckta varv, skända strålar, skända väg. Mål, skända varv, skända strål. He breaks me like hell. this without a rush. No, I can't get through this without your touch. Think I need to talk to me. I think I need your better. No, I can't get through this without a rush. No, I can't get through this without your touch.
Welcome, Raptoreum. Welcome, Raptoreum.
CryptoSmith con un ritmo y dale fin. Seguro que pega un hit, semana de actualización. Raptoreum está en cadena y yo traigo el micro en on. Tirando fuego, somos rapaces. Solo espera lo que viene.
Wait. It's Binarai. His name is CryptoSmith with his tip-top chips. And when he's listening to the song, he's got some hip-hop hips. He does this forged in fire, the Smith don't play by wire. He does this only for the love, so turn on amplifier. And when you're sitting and you're watching the myth of the Smith with the brain in the jiff. Oh, don't slip, Smith, for Smith's the only one who puts swords in fire. Propels the lords up higher, they're reaching higher and higher. Smith, what you making, man? What you making, Smith? Smith!
Get a Smith. Raptoreum. Welcome, Raptoreum. Get a Smith. Welcome, Raptoreum.
I don't think he knows he's live.
Possibility. Making a lot of noise over there.
Oh, hello there. How you guys doing?
Doing well.
AKA CryptoSmith, and we got to do something about that awful intro. Let's go.
Very good, thank you. Very, very
No
good.
retort, hey?
So, were you not ready? Or,
I couldn't hear you. No, couldn't hear.
okay. I did tell you to let me know, but then I just gave it waiting.
Oh, that way. Oh, yeah. No, I was ready.
All right.
I was ready for you.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once the 5-minute clock was up, I figured we'd get her done, you know?
Yeah, yep.
How's everybody doing?
Very good, thank you. Very good. Hard at work with all these assets work, you know.
Yep. Exciting. Exciting stuff.
Very exciting. Charlie's not here today. I think he's dealing with some things with his fam. David is half asleep back from his trip to Kuala Lumpur. So you've just got the three of us today.
Nice. Who's three? Who's number three? Alejandro?
Yeah. Alejandro's here. Scherm's here.
Hello, CryptoSmith.
Alejandro. I every time I have to really suppress the want and desire to reciprocate the accent.
Oh, go on. Hello, CryptoSmith. that was like Italian, wasn't it? I need to be quiet now.
Hello, Alejandro. Yeah.
Fantastic. I like your work you are doing in your workshop.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
I can imitate Italian accent. Yes.
Yeah, it's not too far off your accent, to be fair. I mean, come on. Let's be honest.
Yes.
Let's be honest.
Well, I mean, they're all Latin based, right? So
Yes.
Yeah.
Portuguese, Italian, Spanish. Yes.
they'll. I sat down with a couple of ladies. This was quite a few years ago, and they started talking in Italian. You could tell it was a second language to them, but so obviously they were second generation Italian. So they could speak it pretty well, but it wasn't as fluent as somebody right from the homeland, you know?
Yeah.
But it was broken up just enough that I could pick up a lot of the Latin-based words and stitch the conversation together. And I remember them giggling and thinking they had one over on me. Meanwhile, I basically understood all of their conversation simply because it's a Latin-based language. You understand a little bit of it. You can piece it together somewhat. I mean, especially second generation speakers, right? Because they're broken at best themselves.
So, what was the topic of the conversation?
Oh, I don't remember.
I thought we were getting to that.
No, I think they were just saying stuff in Italian just to say it in front of me, like, you know, maybe showing off a little bit that they could speak another language.
Okay.
Anyhow, moving on.
So the news is the vote for the name of the whistle is actually the Raptoreum. It is.
This is really why Charlie didn't show up today. He just...
Probably, yeah. Yeah, he wasn't pleased about that at all.
Yeah. I
So anyway, the name of the stream is Against the Grain. And it was my choice today, actually. Because no matter what the markets are doing, the emotions in the world regarding cryptocurrencies, we just carry on. We just work hard and carry on, and we never stop. And that's the way it always has been. We go against the grain, and that's why we're still here, pushing out videos, pushing out updates, doing CryptoSmith live streams. And
2 years now.
Over 2. Oh no, yeah, that's just crazy. It's crazy.
It is crazy.
It is crazy. That's like possibly over 2% of your life. Doing CryptoSmith streams. So, yeah. So that's why we're calling it Against the Grain, because a lot of the markets right now, all the alts are down. Everyone's crying about it because BTC is throwing them around like a rag doll. But we don't care. We don't care. We don't focus on that stuff. We just carry on building, and we go against the grain. We're not going to get caught up in all of that.
Exactly.
So that leads me on to the question, CryptoSmith. What are we making today that goes against the grain?
So I had a couple trains of thought there immediately. Right away I thought of wood, because wood grain, that was just my first thought. But I thought, well, what am I going to do with wood? You know, build a sword. It's kind of cool, but by the time you want to make a wood sword cool, you got to put quite a bit of work into it. Don't know if we could fit that into a stream. Back and forth. So I thought, why not put the two together? Metal and wood. Somewhat, kind of. It's a very loose connection, but just bear with me on this journey, okay? So I figured, okay, what can we do? Metal against the grain. Well, what do you cut against the grain? Scherm? You got an idea? What's something you famously cut against the grain?
Not sure.
Shaving. You can shave against the grain.
Yeah.
There's that one.
You can cut against the grain when you're a farmer, when you're harvesting.
Here's a hint. Paul would never do this.
Right. Okay. So is this
you would never cut across this grain.
Oh. Okay.
But you should still know it because you've had experience.
Are you talking about meat?
There you go. I didn't want to make it. I didn't want to draw it out, so I basically fed that.
That was a good clue. So we're making like a butcher knife.
So are you gonna cut a piece of meat with that giant circular saw you've got there?
Well, I figured wood, meat. How are we going to put those two together? Like I said, loose connection. So we're going to make a brisket knife. Brisket knife is just a big meat slicing knife.
Okay.
They're all the craze because brisket smoking is, I mean, it's been around forever, but it's fallen into favor big time last time. Well, how are we going to do the wood and double down? And so I got this big saw blade. And we're going to make it out of the saw blade.
And is that like hardened stuff?
Oh yeah, that stuff is pretty skook-up stuff.
Was it stainless?
It is to a degree, yeah. It's not as stainless as some other stainless steels, per se. But whenever it comes to steels, specifically carbon, high carbon versus stainless, technically stainless can still be high carbon. We won't get into that. Basic carbon steels and stainless steels have alloying elements, usually chromium, that resists oxides, rust.
Yep.
So stainless steels can have a varying degree of alloying elements. Now, the more alloying elements you have in there, the more carbides it forms. And so chromium carbides are actually quite big and chunky. So you start losing some of the grain refinement and edge holding capabilities and all this kind of stuff, right? So the more of one characteristic that you have of one, the more you lose of the other, and it's a balancing act. And so a simple carbon steel is going to have great edge retention, grain refinement that's just like impeccable. And the farther the stainless except bad rust resistance. The farther the stainless you go, the higher on the rust resistance, but the lower you go in all those other qualities. So a semi-stainless, my preferred steel whenever it requires maintenance, but you're going to have more of the qualities that makes a good knife, because after all, we're not making aerospace components here. We're making something that's meant to cut over and over and over again. So this could also be a vegetable slicer. Don't want to leave you out.
I've already said to Charlie, if I ever visit him, I'll eat the deer. I'll eat it. We'll catch it. We'll cook it. We'll eat it. You know.
You just don't like the processed meat.
I just don't. Yeah, I just don't like the processed farm meat with all the hormones and things in it. I just don't like that.
Fresh kill, you'll eat.
And the thing is as well, I used to work in a big butcher's, it's like a butcher's house sort of thing, where we would have the animals come in with all the paperwork and what they had been given throughout their life in order to get that to the shop. So you'd have all the paperwork come in with the animals. So you would see what what was in the meat. And I used to eat meat before I worked there. And then after that, I just didn't eat it ever again. And I think I've said this before as well. We used to make the kebabs as well for some of the chip shops and restaurants in the local area. And you don't want to eat those. The only things that make those taste nice is the herbs that go into it. I wouldn't touch them if I was you. So yeah. But if I was out in the middle of nowhere and I had a bow and arrow or a gun or something, and it was a wild animal, and I would eat it as long as it was in its natural habitat without no human interaction sort of thing. I wouldn't have a problem with that.
So yeah, if this is boy hard, thought I'd be able to break it, but I can't. So yeah, these saw blades are usually made out of like an L6 steel, and they are very hard. Trying to cheat by not cutting all the way through. I really don't want to. Here we go. So, really trying to do a speed build here. So, see how this goes. We're going to try and thicken it up a little bit.
Yep.
By redistributing some of the mass. And
Looks like we've got SmithJr here today as well.
that's correct. It's correct.
Is SmithJr gonna follow in your footsteps, Jesse?
He says much, but I don't. I'm not going to hold him to anything. That's his choice.
Well, today is the National Family Owned and Operated Businesses Day. So someone needs to take it over.
Truly.
Hey Scherm, you like pizza, don't you? You eat a lot of pizza.
Yes, I love pizza.
Okay. What is a Detroit style pizza?
I've never had Detroit style pizza. I can't tell you.
All right.
I know Chicago deep dish pizza. I know New York pizza. I don't know Detroit pizza.
Okay. Well, it's the National Detroit Style Pizza Day today as well. It looks like any normal pizza. If anyone's from Detroit watching, please don't be offended. But I can't really see what the difference is. It's got pepperonis on there. Looks like it's got mushrooms. I really don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Oh, I think it's because it's square cut and that's it.
Oh, square cut? Well, either way, New York style pizza's the best.
And they they're cooked in pans that are from the auto industry.
I'm on Detroit pizza. I don't eat oil pan pizza.
Oh, that's it. That's okay. So the toppings on a Detroit style pizza are layered backward. So you would have the cheese on the bottom and the tomato paste stuff on the top.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass. Stick with my New York style pizza.
I'm really in the mood for pizza right now.
I can always go for pizza.
Yeah.
But style pizza. Sure, yeah.
Oh, just gonna play the fun game of getting it in and out, getting it in and out of the Ford, on and off the hammer, picking it up. We're thickening the mass by pressing down the width. So as every time we do this, making it from 0.18 to 0.2. Not actually, that's a bit much. That's the concept.
Tube and Jar said that it sounds like a cult chanting thin crust. The power hammer. Thin crust, thin crust, thin crust. Hey, Tube and Jar, he'll get offended if you say that. Smith, do you know what he said? He said,
thin crust?
He said, this is just like the TV show Forged in Fire.
His favorite TV show.
Better. They don't make real world assets on Forged in Fire.
Yeah, that is true.
What is it saying?
What? The power hammer? Thin crust, apparently. All I can hear is caves, caves, caves.
What about now?
I've still got caves in my head, but are you trying to prove that you could write anything down and it'll sound like it?
Yeah, you can.
Oh, Tube and Jar saying cheese, cheese, cheese. It's the cheese cult. Cheese, cheese. Yeah, I can hear that now. Cheese, definitely.
Keep shaping it. Nothing too exciting here. We should almost like figure something out for not next week, but the week after, so that I can like get ready for it.
Well, isn't that why we figured something out yesterday? You were like, "So give me some inspiration for the next day." Or do you need like a week in advance or something?
We had a similar conversation. No, I don't remember having that.
Do you want me to read it? Do you want to read it? You don't want me to read it, do you?
I kind of do. I don't recall that.
All right. Okay, perfect. Just wanted some inspiration for the project.
Oh, no. Yeah, dirty. For those people who are not knowing of the context, that is basically. Unless you're talking about a conversation we had ages ago. I think I'll cut it off right here.
Yeah.
That'll give us lots of space to do what we got to do. So Bitcoin's bleeding, hey?
Oh, it's not really doing a lot. It's moving sideways for the most part. But even if it just moves like 0.5%, throws the alts around like a rag doll, and everyone gets emotional. But it's stupid, really, because that just shows you that a lot of the market, a lot of the participants are young to the market, because they haven't come from the depths of 3,000-4,000, or even before that. I mean, when I've said this many times, but when we were at 17,500 back in 2017 Christmas time, the whole world was dancing on the moon. Now, if we went to 17,000 now, it's like nobody's dancing on the moon. So it just shows you the mentality. I mean, personally, for me, I think it's absolutely fantastic where we're at, and I don't think anyone should be worried about anything. I think one of the main issues is people don't have patience. People only want to live for the now. They want to be rich yesterday, and if they're not, then they're just emotional that they're not. You know what I mean? It's like it's like some people live pay packet to pay packet, and they'll make sure that they spend what they earn every month, and they won't have anything at the end of the month until they get paid again. For the large part of the cryptocurrency markets, that shares the same mentality, and that's why the majority of people are emotional.
Looking out a test coupon. The end.
A what?
The cutoff. took it out of the piece that we cut off.
Oh yeah.
We'll use it as a test piece. I'll go ahead and water quench it. It's a bit aggressive, and we'll see if it's hardenable. If it is hardenable, so try to harden a nail. And you harden it, and then take it out. You hit it with a hammer. It'll bend over. There's no carbon in it. That turns into martensitic steel. But if it's hardenable, it will turn very brittle. So here's our piece. There we are, quenching it. Should have hardened steel here. We're going to test that by heating it with a hammer.
Okay. Oh yeah. Yeah.
So that broke without much force whatsoever.
It's like
Brittle
ceramic.
like glass.
It's like it's like glass. Huh, that is so brittle.
So yeah, hardenable steel. This is a top tool. That's been angled. Thicker on this side, thinner on this side.
Yeah.
And that'll help us forge in our bevels in a hurry. In a hurry. But in order to do that, we're going to have to bend it the other way. Because if we don't, when we go to bend it in the, or when we go to forge in our bevels, it'll cause this side to lengthen while this stays the same, and it'll curve. So we got to pre-bend it.
Gotcha.
I put a bunch of grindings into my arm. It feels very good. I just wanted to explain myself because you guys are probably sick of checking out my muscles. But I'm not, because I do that at home when nobody's looking. I was just being a baby.
Scherm, do you have something prepped for your bag?
Of course I do.
The man of many items.
Yep. Never-ending item.
Are you missing the fact that you haven't done what's in Scherm's bag on the trivia?
No, I'm not actually missing it.
Or are you enjoying the break? We'll do the what's in Scherm's background in 12 minutes time.
12 minutes? Okay.
Yeah.
So there's our pre-bend. We'll give it a good heat. We'll jump up there and give the old whack whack. Whackity whack. All right. See how much that straightened that out already.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. What's the weather doing by you? Is it warm there now?
Oh, it is wickedly hot here.
Is it? Yeah.
Oh, it's so hot. This is why I also was fighting myself to do forge work. It's 26 degrees here right now, and that may as well be 110 in the shade in Fort St. John, where 8 degrees is summer weather.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
We're at 26, yeah. So the sacrifices.
So are we going to see you sweat today? Or are you
I'm already
you're already
sweating. All right, back up we go.
Cool.
I kind of like the extremely curved. I think I'll leave quite a bit of curve into it, not this much.
Yeah.
But I will leave quite a bit in there.
Okay.
I mean, right?
Yeah, I agree. It looks way cooler with a bit of curve in it.
Yep.
It's not very good for cutting onions, but yeah, you'd be able to curve through some meat.
Nice thing about thin blade profiles here is they heat up very quickly. Take some of that curve out. This much. Take it out, put it in, put the curve right back in. This whole back and forth thing, you know?
Yeah.
Sometimes that's just the nature of things. I shouldn't say sometimes, oftentimes. I shouldn't even say oftentimes. I should say all the time. Things in nature.
Talking to your wife?
So we have our hammer mark. going all the way up to the spine now. You can see here where it doesn't.
Yeah, yeah.
So now that we have it going all the way to the spine, I think we're going to be good there. Got a nice thick spine and a nice thin cutting edge. The next couple of heats, we'll just be refining our shape. May go back up to the power hammer again.
So what sort of size is this going to be?
I don't know. We'll let the design. We'll let it decide for itself.
I mean, it's quite big as it is.
It is.
It's like it's
Yeah,
a weapon,
but, I
that
mean,
is.
Yeah. I mean, technically, so is a steak knife that's only 3 inches thick, or 3 inches long. So is a pen in the hands of the Joker. I think we'll go hand from now on. No more need for the power hammer. Shut that off. Now I can hear myself think. Ooh, hey. Too close. I want to get this ground heat treated as fast as possible, and then we're onto the handle. I want to get this done today. It's going to be a bit rough, but on purpose. This is a stream knife.
If it was perfect, it'd be boring, wouldn't it?
Oh, that's right. I think the last thing to do is give our hand a little bit of curve down so that we got some real estate there to do like a little, it's called a bird's beak.
Okay.
Which is very fitting, you know.
Absolutely.
Raptoreum is, after all, named after birds of prey. So I'm a fan of the bird's beak. We can pick up almost any knife here. And it has that bird's beak there, see?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like any knife. You either have it full on or an iteration of the sort, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The opposite thereof is something that is more straight.
Yeah.
Or coffin handled, or all kinds of stuff. 99% of the knives that I make all have that bird's beak. It's just something I've always gravitated towards.
If a sword had a bird's beak, would it still be a
Yep.
sword?
Yeah. Versions. Come on now.
I'm just trying to think of what a sword with a bird's beak would look like, and it'd just be like a giant knife. That's what I'm thinking. Like, what makes a sword a sword? Yeah. That just looks like a giant knife.
Well, here, hang on now. Let's put this on and then see what you think.
Okay.
It broke, but whatever. This will serve our purpose. What do you think now? Still a giant knife?
Looks good.
So yeah, so that's what makes a sword is the guard.
Yeah, or sword. Yeah. It's for like training.
What is it? The habaki?
Habaki. No, habaki is a flat piece of metal that goes parallel or intimately with the blade itself.
Okay.
A guard is protrusion from the blade, also known as quillions.
Okay.
I almost wanted to let you have that one just as a reward for saying, Bucky.
Well, I'm disappointed now.
There we go. I'll think I might use the power hammer just to, it's pretty straight. Yeah, I'm going to use the power hammer one last time to straighten this out. Oh, something we have to revisit later that I kind of forgot about, but didn't, but I did, is our $1 million, or $1 million, wouldn't that be great? Our 1,000,000 layer Damascus that we were working on.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Did we ever figure out where we got to with that?
No, we'll just keep stacking and then I'll take a count. So here I'm just going to give this some light blows. This is purely just to straighten it. You can see how wonky that blade is, maybe.
We could if the camera was higher. There we go. Oh, yeah, there's a slight twist, yeah.
So I didn't say light twist, I said cattywampus. My arms are sticking.
I can tell
like
that you're very
Velcro.
hot. Yeah, you do look
It's
hot.
like Velcro every time.
Yeah. I am a winter guy. I prefer the winter over the summer. Yeah, it's a lot better.
Bam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Now we let it cool. I think I'll heat it up one last time. Just do a dull red. That should do. And then while we're here waiting for it to cool down, I think what we will do is we will, you know what, let's take it to the other room. And let's go draw out our pattern. We can draw on it while it's hot.
We're actually 3 minutes late for Scherm's bag.
Oh, let's get her done.
True.
All right, all right. I'm going to do the intro, Scherm, if you want to get your camera on.
Sure thing.
I'll let you know when the intro's done.
Okay.
Scherm's got a bag that's filled with mystery. No one knows what's inside, it's a big history. He's always walking around, catching everybody's eye. But what's in Scherm's bag? We all wanna know why. What's in Scherm's bag? It's a rig masterpiece. Nobody can guess, it's got us all deceased. Is it gold and diamonds or something bizarre? Scherm's got us wondering what's inside his jaw. What's in Scherm's bag? Scherm's got us wondering what's inside his bag. What's in Scherm's bag? Scherm's got us wondering what's inside his bag.
All right then, Adam Sherman. What is in your bag? What is that, guys? What is in Sherm's bag? If you could put your answers in the stream party chat, you could win 500 Raptoreum coins. What is that?
That's a butterfly razor.
No.
Not a butterfly razor. Come on,
That's a
guys. What is
scraper.
in Sherm's bag?
What's the thing called?
Against the grain.
Scraper? Budweiser saying a knife sharpener.
It can be used for that. That's not the word I'm looking for.
So it can be used as a knife sharpener, but that's not the word you're looking for. Okay.
Right. It's not exactly
Tube and
knife
jar is saying a sharpening stone.
A hone.
Budweiser saying honing.
Not what I'm looking for exactly.
No. Come on, guys. What is in Sherm's bag? It's not a knife sharpener. It's not a honing stone. It's not a sharpening stone.
It can be used to sharpen, though.
But it can be used to sharpen them.
I sharpen my skis with it.
Got Tenacious D typing. Got Budweiser typing. Budweiser saying a file.
There you go.
Oh, it is a file. Right, okay.
What was it?
A file.
File.
A file. Oh, it's a little diamond sharpening plate.
It is.
Well done, Budweiser. All right, thanks for that, Sherm.
No problem.
Okay, Jesse Lambert, where are we at?
We're just going to draw this out here, and I cannot find my soapstone, so I'm going to have to change over my lead to the silver bearing lead, which will draw on 1500 degree steel and stay visible.
So the boot pen.
There we go. So I'm not going to get too crazy here. We're going to do most of our work on the grinder. We want about 4.5 inches for the inside of our hand. We want a pretty, I would say, eccentric design, something that's not typical. And this is out of proportion, but it is purely for reference. We'll do all of our proportion on the grinder. So there we have her. She's going to be a big one. She's a big one. Let's go grind it. Woo! I'm going to throw the mask on. I've been fighting with a little bit of a head cold, and the tickle in my throat is very bothersome. And I find when I don't wear the mask, it gets even worse. So now's the time to go ahead and get your digs in because I can't say anything back to you. Just kidding. Don't do that. I have very tender feelings these days.
I'm not going to. We've got children in the shop.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Child.
A child, yes.
No Ren. Singular today.
We haven't seen
So
her for a while, have we? Actually,
no, she was here.
She was on the last one, wasn't she? But she was. I
Yeah,
remember you.
last one.
I remember you hinting to her about finishing the cuffs.
Yeah.
So, what has she done about that?
Well, you know what? She hasn't. So they're on summer holidays right now, and they
right.
work here at the shop during summer holidays.
Yeah.
But she has been at home lately, taking care of home things. So
Okay.
she's decided to do that in lieu of coming into the shop to work, and that would be the time that she would typically do something like that.
Yeah. Seems like some huge sparks from grinding on this steel.
Well, like I said, we'll do most of our design work on the grinder itself. And I like doing these types of jobs every now and then because it's very organic product that comes out at the end. So the things that are produced, I would say, almost from mistakes. Uh-oh. I think I just heard my grinder go. I don't know. Here, my number one goal is just to get rid of the roughness.
Yep.
And then once we know how much we have to work with, we'll start working with geometry. So I want just nice smooth curves at this point. And then I'll know my boundary.
Pretty crazy. You have sparks coming all the way around the entire top.
Yeah.
I just use an actual round wheel to help dial in some of those, or get rid of some of those flat spots. The edges of the flat I like to dig in.
Okay.
I like these little dips in the back. I'm a fan of those. Gives it like a revolver type of look.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That was cool.
Now, see, like this, I like that right now. I almost feel like it's coming around with a full. So this is against the plan, but I'll have a look at it. It's just like shaving off a beard. You kind of stop at the mustache and go, huh? Right?
Yeah.
And then you walk out and your wife sees you. She says, nope.
I can't remember the last time I completely shaved it off. Maybe I need to do that.
Hey, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Now it's supposed to be like this. It's supposed to have that big bird's beak. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I like it. I like it like that. Tube and Jar is saying, you're right, this is way better than Forged in Fire. It's more organic, that's for sure. It's more real.
Yeah, definitely not staged.
Yeah, it's not staged.
I'm just going to use the slack of the belt to give me an organic curve. You see right here where the flat bits have left their scars.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And so those are actually outside of a tangential curve. And the slack of the belt helps you put tangent.
Yeah.
Whatever the word is. Tangent. I don't know. It helps the curve be tangential, for crying out loud. I think I'd rather leave this the big toe on the blade.
Yeah.
I was going to taper it in, but I like it. I'm not going to go any further.
Yeah, it looks good. I agree.
I do want to get a little deeper into here, just to fix my transition. So I'll use the small wheel attachment for that.
Okay.
Oh, what am I doing? 600 grit. I'm going to be here for half a day. All we're going to manage to do is burn through a belt. Maybe a little further in. There. We winning?
We're winning. That looks epic. I like the shape.
Yeah, that's
Cool.
great.
Back to the flat platen we go. We're going to switch over to 36 grit belt because it moves very fast. I really didn't want to because it's my only 36, and these are about $30 a piece, but whatever. Whatever, man. Sorry. I didn't mean to go crazy like that on fly off the handle like that.
It's all right. We're used to it now. Big thanks to everyone who's sending in RTM for the kids. Much appreciated.
Yeah.
I think you missed one there for Smith Jr. Scherm. The actual amount.
Oh, is that what you did twice? I just copy pasted yours.
Yeah, I messed up the first time, and then
I was wondering why you did it twice there. I didn't even notice. All right, hold on.
Yeah. Yeah, that's starting to look epic. Absolute beast of a knife.
Yeah, it's nice, looking really good. Definitely do some damage.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Okay, I'll get you guys set up here. So I can get Junior running around. Wrapping up our heat treat. Dum dum dum. I'm thinking. Never a good thing, but I'm thinking. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not. Just looking at what grit I want to go to here. This is a bit fine for what we're doing. I think I'm going to back off a little coarser.
Okay.
I think it'll look better.
Hey, Scherm. You know, in the US, how they call petrol gasoline or whatever?
Yeah, gas, yeah.
Do they call diesel gas as well?
No, they call it diesel.
Okay. And if you're
you know how in
would you
Britain so
go on.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say,
you know how in Britain they call gasoline petro? Do they call diesel petro as well?
no, we'll call it diesel.
Call it diesel.
Why wouldn't you? Because technically they're both petro.
They are based on. They are both derived from oil, crude oil, yes.
From petroleum products, right?
Yeah. But no, it's called petrol.
No, it's called diesel.
Well, yeah. If we were talking about diesel, yes, it's called diesel. But sure, if you go and fill up, whether it's a diesel or a gasoline powered car, would you still say I'm going to put some gas in the tank?
I just probably say I'm gonna go fill up my tank. I don't know if I would say even diesel.
Right.
Or I'm gonna go to the gas station maybe, but like I would still put diesel in it.
Yeah.
So,
but
if I'm filling my diesel truck, I'm just gonna say I fueled up.
Or I fueled up, yeah, at least get fuel.
But you see, the thing is,
what do you say? Do you say I'm gonna go get some diesel? You go to put diesel in it?
Yeah. But you see, the thing is, you lot say I'm going to put some gas in the tank or whatever you say if you've got a petrol car.
Yeah.
But some cars run on gas, actual gas. So what do you say then?
Maybe I'll say helium. That's probably what it is.
Well, no, they're not going to burn helium, are they? Helium's a noble gas. It's like propane, isn't it, or something? That they're putting
propane. I'll say propane. I'm gonna go get some propane.
So do any vehicles over there run on actual gas?
I mean, I'm sure they're testing some that run on actual gas, but I haven't run into one. I haven't driven one.
No. There's quite a lot.
So, quick question.
Okay.
Why you asking Scherm, like as if up here in the boonies, us rednecks, we still pedal our cars around like the Flintstones?
Yeah, because it interests me. I mean, like here, there's a lot of like, for example, people will convert their Land Rovers to be powered by gas, actual gas, and it's LPG. Thanks for that, Zed. And so you would that's when you would say I'm going to put some gas in the car because it's actually gas.
I mean, I think it's just all gas. It's gasoline, gas. You know, you're gonna put fuel in your car. It really doesn't matter.
Budweiser's saying natural gas and propane powered vehicles are common in Canada.
They are. Thanks, bro. Bud, my bro.
Fellow Canadian.
Right. I'm gonna switch over to a large wheel attachment because I like it. Gonna get a nice 120 grit finish.
We're back in 2 minutes. I just need to go to the little boy's room.
All right, catch you in a minute.
It's a bit bigger than I want it to be. Feel good in the hand. I'll just bring it up. Same geometry, just bring it up a bit. Looks a touch comical.
Still looks good though.
Yeah, I'm not gonna mess it up too much. Just about 1/8 of an inch.
Okay.
About that much overall.
Right. Okay.
What did I miss?
Not a whole heck of a lot.
Taking a little extra off.
Yeah, I like that a little better.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Same though. Looks less comical, that's for sure. Okay, On to the next step, which is heat treat.
Get some flame action.
Yeah. First, some clay action. Sorry for the. I'll just cover the camera so you guys don't nauseous here. So we're going to clay up the knife. And that is to prevent oxidization, control the cooling rate at certain parts of the steel. And yeah.
So which part's going to be clayed and which part isn't?
Well, everything's going to get a little bit of a clay layer, and that's to prevent the oxidization. But it's going to be thicker in other parts.
Okay.
I got some new stuff.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What's the difference between the new stuff and the old stuff?
The old, I don't know. It's just, it adheres a little better, it dries a little faster.
Okay.
ATP 641 is what it's called.
All right.
Trouble is, we're in a constant state of chaos here. If
You can't find it.
If we're not moving something around, we're changing something out. You know?
Yeah.
And then it seems like on the weekdays is when we really do the work. So on the weekends, like Sunday, it's when you guys get to see all the in the middle stuff.
Yeah.
Found it.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
A little heat.
The heat going to help it stick a bit?
Yeah, it opens up the pores of the metal.
Okay.
What are you snacking on, Binarai?
I'm eating some salts and vinegar crisps, or chips as you might call them. Is it really that loud? I was trying to be secretive about it.
Yeah, it was that loud.
Oh, God. Okay.
So how you use this is you paint it on and you let it dry over a pretty decent amount of time. You know, a couple days. Well, that's how I use it. I've just found with other products that if you don't, it likes to crack on you in the forge, which is no good.
Yeah.
But here we're gonna wrap it. So don't be alarmed if something undesirable happens.
So which part's going to get the thickest and which part's going to get the thinnest?
The blade will get the thinnest.
Okay.
So it'll harden first.
Yeah.
And then everything will harden behind it.
Got you. Yep.
Or I shouldn't say harden, I should say cool much slower.
Mm-hmm.
Which actually tends to leave a softer spine. So we'll let that dry out, and I'll go use the red stuff for everything else because it's a bit.
It's thick, that, isn't it?
We're gonna cheat because we have to. This clay will most likely not hang on because we're not giving it enough time to dry properly. So we're going to use wire as give it some tooth.
Okay.
Binding wire. What do you call it, Scherm? Over there in the modern civilized world.
Binding wire.
Some cowpoke call it haywire. You ever heard that?
No.
I've heard of haywire. You're causing haywire.
Oh, that. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that too. Like I've used that to describe my brother all the time. My brother,
I
pretty haywire guy.
Didn't know you had a brother.
I have 3 brothers.
Oh, do you? How old are they?
That's a really good question. Oh, 41, 40. I'm 39, and then my little brother would have been 38 by now.
Yeah. So which one of them causes haywire?
The oldest, Jordan.
And why is that? What does he do?
Oh man, what doesn't he do? He's actually settled down now. He's the oldest. He's finally settled down.
That was he, yeah.
But he's still just naturally haywire guy.
That was he.
I got this wire at the dollar store. I'm not too attached to it, so I'm going to use it all.
What about the tip?
What about it?
Not covered.
Oh, that's fine.
Looks tasty.
Yeah. That looks like chocolate.
Yeah.
This is a not so proprietary mix of crushed up charcoal, some Harbison Walker product. Harbison Walker is a refractory manufacturer. And some grog. Grog is just a weird term that's older than me, used for crushed up pottery.
I thought it was beer.
No.
They call some beers grog, don't they? Especially in Australia. So what is the actual the haywire sold for in the dollar store? What's it called? What's its use?
Crafting wire? I don't know. Yeah, I think it's crafting wire.
Or is it?
Okay, I gotta go get the other. Sodium silicate, one of the world's coolest things. You guys familiar with it?
What's it called?
Sodium silicate, also known as water glass.
SOSI.
No, I don't know it.
It's used for just about everything, from preserving eggs to refractory, such as it is here today.
Well, I don't think we've ever done this with a knife before. This is certainly interesting.
Yeah, it's the first time I've seen this.
This is called a hamon. That's how the Japanese do their katanas. It allows for a differential heat treat. having a soft spine while having a harder edge allows you to have a flexible tool that can hold an edge forever. I'm doing it mainly because our knife is a little thin. And I want to give it the best chance of heat treat. Definitely got to make sure you're even on both sides. Oh.
Do you think it's possible to make a billet that was wrapped in haywire, then folded and folded, and then forged like that, so that the wire forms a pattern going through it, rather than layering like Damascus? You wire layer it like.
Yeah, you can kind of make anything Damascus. Pattern welded steel. I've seen people do stainless steel mesh, and it makes a pattern poking through by the time you grind into it.
Yeah.
All right. I don't have too high of hopes for this because I should let that sit overnight. But whatever. Let's get it. God hates a coward. Let's get her done.
Well, it looks like you know what you're doing, so it can't be that bad.
Well, it's not that I don't know what in fact, it's the fact that I know what I'm doing, which makes me not have too much faith in this.
Well, as long as it doesn't break in pieces like that test piece earlier. Or is that the worry?
No, not so much. As warpage is one for sure that it might warp on us. And cracking is always a fear.
Yeah.
That's the dreaded taint is what we call it. I was watching Peter Pan with my kids, and I had a Vietnam flashback when somebody said, "Hey, Tink!" No. Please don't. So anyways, we'll I guess we'll try and do this slow. A little bit here, a little bit there, and then cover in the fire and see what happens.
Exciting.
I almost feel like I should maybe fire up the big forge for this.
So would you normally let that air dry?
Yeah, I would.
Right, yeah.
Hamon also puts a pattern into the steel because we have martensitic and austenitic structures within the steel itself. So So I'm carving away some of this clay to help promote a little bit more of an exaggerated pattern. You know, like I said, I don't have much hopes for this. I don't. For doing its job.
Yeah.
Not so much failure of the knife, but for doing the job that it's meant to do.
Okay.
But we'll see. Hey, you never know. This could be that time in my career where I'm like, I remember that one time where I found out how to do a hamon in 20 minutes. So the primary purpose of this clay is to prevent oxidization from the flame.
Yep.
So I just have some bare spots there where I scratched away. Just going to cover those up. And then I think we'll go give her a go.
Okay. Sounds good. Will the actual haywire create any sort of patterning as well, or won't it?
That's all. I don't know. We're going to find out together.
Okay.
I'm also seeing.
Sounds good.
See, like these cracks that have formed. I'm seeing bare metal under them, so I'm just going to close them up real quick. It's kind of negating their purpose.
Yeah. Is that because it was dried too quickly with the flame? Yeah.
Correct. But overall, I'm actually I'm growingly optimistic. All right, let's give her the old heave ho.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Da, 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 da. Oh, where'd you guys go?
We're thinking about coming in, but we were a bit scared.
Come on, guys. No need to hide. You can peek. You can look now.
Okay, let's have a look then. Oh, there we are.
There's my flat tongues. Every now and then I notice that I speak in a high register.
Did you drop them next to the power hammer?
I have no idea why. But I do.
Did you drop them next to the power hammer, or am I getting the wrong tool?
Maybe no. You're probably on the right track. These aren't them, but they'll do for now. Would much prefer the flat ones. So maybe we'll have you guys come here and you can have a better look at things. So yeah, we are going to start slow. The clay is wanting to pop off, jump off,
okay.
And that's just from the water inside getting turned to steam.
Yeah.
You can see here where it kind of popped off. Oh yeah, pop, 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 pop.
Would you mix clay with oil?
Yeah, they were oil-based clays.
Oil-based clay, yeah. And then it would displace the water.
Well, no, well, it wouldn't be much good for anything because unless you polymerize your oil, which would take a heck of a lot longer than, all would happen is if you put it in the hot forge and your oil would all just melt away. So I'm going to turn the forge off and just kind of let that soak up some heat. I'm going to get our steel pipe back here so I can harden it, or harden it, oil quench it. Alrighty. So we have a central heat that comes from the single burner, and that tends to heat up the middle of the blade faster than everything else.
Okay.
So we're just going to let it soak in the heat. I got to shut the forge door again because the space closest to the door is heating fast or cooling faster than everything else. So far, it's looking like it's holding together.
Oh, is it? That's good news.
Yeah, which is fantastic.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what it looks like.
All right, we're nice and red hot. I'll turn the forge back on. You can actually open the back of the forge so I can pass the knife through my hot spot, get everything nice and even. And that is pretty freaking hot. So you see the middle is hotter than everything else.
Yeah.
Now we just have to even it out. This is much easier done in an electric kiln. Just gonna go grab a glove here. So that and what we're looking for is just past magnetic. So I do it by color because I'm just that good. No, I'm just kidding. It's experience though. But if you can't, right here it's magnetic.
Mm-hmm.
Here it is not.
Okay.
So just past magnetic is the right temperature, and that's what's called the Curie point, named for Madame Curie, who was a Canadian.
The Curie point. Or the Curie point?
Curie.
Oh, yeah.
If she was French, so it was probably more like Curie. While it looks like it's up to temperature, it's the extremities that I'm worrying about right now.
She was actually Polish.
She was Polish. She was Canadian. She was of Polish descent. She was Canadian. Kind of like you're of Canadian descent, but you're British.
Well, she actually died in France.
Listen,
I'm ruining your day here.
You go ahead. Tell the rest of it. She was a Canadian scientist who discovered the Curie radiation.
Give me a sec.
Okay, here we go. Here's the dose.
Comes the flame.
Yeah.
Very nice.
All right.
Oh, yeah. Flaming knife.
Here. Flood. Screenshot that.
Yeah, screenshot for Budweiser, come on.
Bam. Nope, not unflattering enough, eh?
He doesn't look like he wants to go out, does it?
No, it really doesn't. Come on. Smother. Dirty dog. All right. It's cold enough anyways. I got to get it in the...
There we go. Done.
So here's what it looks like before we flake anything off. I'm just going to use this floor dry here to clean off the oil. I'm going to go ahead and pull this wire off. Or even reuse it one day. Well, looks like it's that day that I learned I can do a hamon in 20 minutes and have it successful. Oh, look at that. Look at that warp.
It's not that bad,
It's
is
okay.
it?
We'll temper it. Then we'll try and break it. Yeah, we might have a smaller knife now. See that one right there?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just gonna get it clean here so that we can put a temper in this.
Budweiser's got a nice image. You look very, very proud of your flames.
Alrighty. This is called, I don't call it this, but people call this blue backing. I always thought it sounded a little too familiar with Jake Gyllenhaal and what do they call it? Movie?
I don't know.
Anyway, moving on.
But I added my picks to the chat as well.
Oh, you got one as well, Scherm?
I had 2 picks, yeah.
Yours is good. The first one's good. He's like, "Hurr."
Yeah, he's got a nice reaction on that one.
Yeah, it means business on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a good pick. I'll send that one to the stream chat so Smith can have a look.
Nice, yeah.
So maybe you guys can understand why it's called blue backing.
Oh yeah, yeah. Does that work for any metal or not? And is it a different reaction on the titanium than it is on steel?
I would say yeah. It's because what it's doing is forming an oxide layer, right? So titanium and steel are gonna definitely react differently because they have different oxides.
Okay.
All right. Let's see if we can break this thing now. We have to straighten it.
Oh, we don't want to break it. I'm really worried about this now.
Yeah, everybody hold your breath.
Don't break it, Smith.
The nice thing about the clay and the fact that we tempered the back to a blue is this metal in the spine is much softer. Now saying that, everything has its limits. But I think we got her. Saying that though, the edge, the waviness in the edge, that cannot be helped. Our edge is hard and left hard. Yeah, doesn't move. And I'm not going to force it to. So we lost some edge. Whatever. Whatever. All right, I got one last secret in the toolbox. We'll give it a go. So this right here is from a warp in the blade right here.
Mm-hmm.
This right here is a carbide ball bearing, and this is meant to straighten hardened steel. So, give it a go. Being much harder than the steel we're hitting, it is expanding the surface area. Causing it to bulge, therefore causing it to straighten. Oh yeah, working. It's pretty cool. This is my first time using it. Really nerve-wracking hitting hardened steel.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nerve-wracking for us as well watching.
Those little dimples there are enough. I don't know how well, but it's straightened out pretty good compared to what it was.
Yeah.
Oh, feels significantly harder. This is already a pretty hefty knife. I think I'll just grind it down until I get a nice flat edge.
How we're looking?
Better. Back to the anvil. Let's do some straightening. Tink. Just kidding.
I think we should call this the Raptivore.
That's cool.
Because there's no way you're chopping vegetables with that. That'd just be overkill.
I thought it was for brisket.
Yeah, but I wanted to be inclusive, so I told Binarai there that.
Oh, right, for
vegetables as well.
vegetables, right.
Right.
Alrighty.
File. If I talk, you can hear it. File don't do nothing, which is fan-freaking-tastic.
Hard.
But yet I was able to hammer on it, which is also pretty cool. Alrighty. I think this is all we're gonna do for today. But I'd say that is quite a bit we've done today.
Yeah. So what are we going to do a handle next time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drill holes, do the handle.
And then rivet it through.
Correct.
Excellent.
Nice.
You still do have a bit of a wave in that blade, but terrible.
It's
There.
mostly
Now,
out. I'm
and
surprised you got that out as it is right now.
any other knife, this would be going. But this is a stream knife. We did this in under 2 hours.
Yeah.
And it'll cut.
It will cut. And it is, yeah, it's hard, which is impressive. Really not a heat I put into it. Yep. She skates.
Excellent.
Yeah, so next time we'll put in the Raptoreum logo and nice piece of wood.
Are you going to give us a demonstration before we leave of it slicing something?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not sharp
go
yet.
chop the neighbor's tree. Again.
Oh, it's Charlie.
That's Charlie.
Charlie.
How are you doing,
All right,
Charlie?
I'll sharpen it up.
Charlie, meet the Raptivore.
The Raptivore.
Well, at least it's not the Tootle, I guess.
Well, hate to break it, but apparently the vote is in.
Yeah.
I don't know. I said just about everything I could say about that. It is what it is. I'm just gonna accept it. I tried to get on earlier, but the shop PC I ended up taking apart to. My son's been working on building a PC for a couple of months now, and finally got it all put together. Received the power supply, and nada, no love. He was super disappointed. Nothing turned on, no lights. So my shop PC was kind of the same build, and I use that when I'm on the stream a lot of times to get out to the shop where it's quiet. And I ended up tearing that apart. And I thought I could hop on the laptop and kind of do both at the same time. But turns out that my wireless headphones decided also to die at the same time. I'm not sure what's going on with those, but so it's kind of a big cluster beep.
That's all right.
But
Well,
I got his computer fixed and I'm installing Windows on it now, so he's super happy. But no, I don't have a shop PC because I sacrificed the power supply out of it because that was the problem, was a bad power supply.
Oh, was it? So it wasn't even the motherboard or anything like that?
It was super confusing because it would turn on with just the basic plugged into it, and then it wouldn't, and then it would. And then finally, it just took me plugging in my shop, the one from my shop PC, into that rig and seeing that it worked. The other one was weird. It would turn on, and then I would plug in a few things, and then it wouldn't. So
Yeah,
I guess it was unstable. You know, as soon as I put any more draw on it than the very basic, it would just say, no, I'm on vacation. Not happening. So. First time I ran into a GPU like that. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say this is very much against my policy. I do not sharpen a knife until it is 100% finished. And that's just to prevent accidents from happening. So I just thought I'd put that caveat out there.
But now that Charlie's here,
well, that's it,
So
right?
you're sharpening it now before you. Are you wearing your steel toes? I hope so.
yeah, it's a beast of a knife.
What are we gonna destroy with that?
Well, I was thinking the classic coffee cup destruction, if he's got any going around the shop somewhere, or a water bottle destruction.
What do you mean destroy a coffee cup? That's bad. You can't
No,
destroy
those cardboard ones from Tim Hortons.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's better. What did we forge this out of? What did we got for steel?
It was like a giant saw wheel.
Oh, the saw blade, yeah.
Saw blade, yeah. Circular thing.
Oh, interesting.
Where are we then? We got this enemy of a bottle of water.
So a giant circular saw blade turned into a knife in 2 hours. That's pretty good.
Yeah. But we've still got to do the handle for next time. But yeah, here we go then. Let's see. Oh, it did it.
It's sharp. It's sharp.
Yeah. Yeah, it did it. That's a clean cut as well.
Full cut, that's for sure.
You know.
Oh, we've got the coffee cup.
You have to have a backer in it.
All right, how are we going to go? Top down on this, or we're going sideways again?
I don't know. Call it.
Go on, Charlie. Now you're here. How are we hitting this? This is like one of the worst enemies.
Oh.
Can you decide, Charlie, or not?
The wireless.
Oh, we lost it.
It's the wireless.
All right. Okay. We'll let Tube and Jar decide. Tube and Jar, how are we hitting this?
How are we? I got disconnected.
He's replying.
Did Smith fall asleep? Or
top down.
What's going on here?
No,
what do you mean top down? Like this?
Yeah,
or like
yeah. That's what he's saying. Top down.
Like this?
No,
like on it.
Top down.
Like this?
Yes, that's what he's saying.
Well, that's a chopper. Get to the chopper.
I missed one side. Oops.
All right. Well, there we go, guys. It's sharp. That is. It's definitely sharp.
That's straight off the grinder too. Like it needs a proper go on the hone, right?
That really easy.
Hone and strong. Yeah, kind of pretty good.
Yeah.
If I was a zombie, I would be very afraid.
All right then, guys, get your cameras on.
Let
me just position that better.
Charlie,
Charlie, you're not using headphones, are you?
No, you got some noise going on?
Yeah, it's coming back.
Yeah.
There we go. All right then, Jesse Lambert. Thank you very much for this epic stream today. We have a...
Ruffle your feathers.
We have an epic Raptoreum. I hope that sticks as I name that.
I think it does. I think
Oh, Charlie, nice shirt you're wearing there. Oh, Charlie's frozen now. Okay, guys, we have an epic Raptivore. We're going to finish the handle at another time. Are we going to have a Raptootle up for auction, Smith?
We're going to have a bunch of stuff up for auction
as
soon as
right. Okay.
Soon, soon as I get it scanned and in a box, and then the next step is auction it.
No
and
problem.
then yeah.
All right. Big thanks to everyone that's still watching the stream right now. For all those that have just tuned in for the CryptoSmith stream, I know there's a few of you that do. If you skip to the start of the stream, we have a Raptoreum weekly update. We are here doing CryptoSmith streams to set an example for the world on merging real world items such as the knives, the epic knives and things that Jesse makes at CryptoSmith HQ, and how you can merge them with digital assets on the blockchain, and that's the point of it. Also, if you're interested in how all that works, then skip to the start of the stream and discover what we're doing. Be sure to give Jesse Lambert a follow on Twitter or X, which is CryptoSmith01, and also I will always mention his Facebook every stream. Check out Jesse's Facebook as well. That is JD Knives, and you can see some of the more what's the word, Jesse?
Polished.
I don't want to say commercial.
Polished
items that he creates on a daily basis as well. Also, be sure to give us a follow at Raptoreum at X and at Instagram and at Threads, and give us a follow on TikTok as well at Official Raptoreum. And it really helps us out with the streams that we're doing every single week. If you pop a like on here and give us a follow as well. And if you do watch an advert, be sure to let us know what the adverts are. Even if you've had some today, let us know what they are. We're interested to know what the YouTube algorithm is throwing the viewers.
Crypto.com.
Yeah, crypto.com. Is that what you had earlier?
Yeah.
All right. So at least it knows we're in the crypto business. Okay. We will be having a stream next Sunday, but it won't be a CryptoSmith stream, because it's the last Sunday of the month, so it will be an AMA. And as usual with the AMAs, we will fire a form into the social media that you can send your questions in to the Raptoreum team anonymously, and we'll try our best to go through them and answer them thoroughly for you all without any time constraints. So look forward to that, and also check out that epic Raptivore knife. As Jesse says, we're going to have the Raptoreum logo on the side of that, and we're also going to have a handle that's riveted on the end as well, and it has got a bird beak, a beak.
No, we didn't end up doing that.
We didn't have a beak. No. Okay, so now it's more like it's not like a sword, is it? Because you proved to me that swords have beaks as well. And I mean, it could be a bit of a beak.
Yeah.
It is a bit of it's a tiny beak. You've got the slight slant down, haven't you?
What?
Oh no, you're the bladesmith. Tell me I'm wrong.
No, it's just a sweatback kind of revolver style handle.
Yeah.
Like if you were to put it like this, you could put a gun on there, like a revolver, and it would fit, right?
Yeah. Gotcha. All right. Thank you very much, CryptoSmith. I've really enjoyed the stream. If we weren't as talkative as usual, it's because we're absolutely baking hot, including Jesse Lambert today. And I'm glad we managed to survive the stream, and I feel a bit bad moaning about how hot I am when Jess is standing there next to the forge.
2,500 degrees.
But yeah, cheers, guys. Alejandro, any final words?
Yes. Well, I use my air condition. I don't want to burn here. It's too hot here too.
Yeah,
it is.
And the Scherminator, anything you would like to say to the community?
I'll start brainstorming assets very soon.
Absolutely.
I can't stop thinking about it.
Are you still even when you're asleep, are you thinking about it?
Yep.
Yep.
I wake up thinking about it.
All right. Cheers, guys. My name's Paul Mills. Is Alejandro Molina. We've got Adam Sherman and Jesse Lambert, and we have done a weekly and the CryptoSmith stream, and we are now out. Thanks for watching, guys.
Cheers.